Kevin Hughes here, Sports and Recreation Coordinator at Turnstone. One of my favorite meals to make is bacon egg cups. And just as the name would suggest, it's very simple. It's those three elements. You got your bacon, you got your eggs, and then you got your cups, your muffin pan. That's the core. That's what you need, ultimately. I'll show you some other alternatives that you can add just to enhance the flavor, but really it's your call what your taste buds are. So additional things that I enjoy on with mine is a tomato, a green pepper, green onions are also really good, and then a couple different cheeses along with parsley to top it off. So that's all. That's all you really need. You can think of other vegetables that you can chop up and put in. That'd be great as well. It really is truly your call what you might enjoy. We're going to preheat the oven to 400 degrees. As our oven is warming up, we're going to get everything else set straight. So I am going to do, in this example, I'm going to do 12 cups. On your end, you might do all 12, you might do 6. You can also do like a 4 or a 2. It's completely your call. Your baking time will change a little bit. It's just a matter of you checking on everything to see when it's ready. Okay, so there are 3 different ways you can get this started. Now, obviously bacon egg cups, they will all have bacon. However, the bottom of it, the base, could either be completely open, where there's nothing on the bottom. This is great if you want to eat with a fork, but if you want to pick it up and just kind of eat it like a sandwich, you're going to want some kind of bottom to it, either a potato or a piece of bread. I'm going to show you all 3 examples, and then we'll look at them at the end to see what they look like. I'm going to start with the bread. To me, the bread is the most ideal. It bakes the best, keeps everything in together. The potato does a decent job, but it seems like maybe a little heavy, and where you can kind of use it as a prop to kind of keep everything in together, but little by little that will come apart as well. So you can experiment as well, but I want to show you all 3 ways. So piece of bread, I can usually get 2 bottoms of cups in 1 piece of bread. You can eyeball it, or you can kind of do my little trick. What I do is I get a little imprint at the very bottom, so it's kind of give me a little something to visualize, see. So now that I see what the size of the ring is, I'm just going to punch out this bread just like that and put it in the bottom. I'm going to do the same for this other side. There's extra bread. You can snack on it, you can give it to the birds, whatever. But we won't need it for the baking anymore. So I got 2 pieces of bread on the bottom. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put bacon around that. Now a preference for this recipe, we use turkey bacon. It seems to form better to make the cup. However, you can do both. They both taste just as great in my opinion. But again, you can experiment and have some fun with it. Okay, so what we're doing right now is we're creating our wall where the bacon is wrapped in a circle around the cups. So that's going to be the side of our cups. And then you get the bottom into there. Okay, now we're going to go over the baked potato part and just the open part. Okay, next I'm going to show you is the potato as a base. Very similar to the bread, is it's going to lay flat on the bottom with the bacon still going around it. For this potato, we need to cut it up. So you can either use regular knife. I have this new little gadget that I'm going to use to do simple slices. Okay, we're going to want these to be big enough to where it fills up most of the base. It does not have to be perfect. You probably can't see, but this is pretty cool. It's coming up with little slices on the top plate here. Okay, I'm going to go probably a 1/4, close to a halfway in. That's so we have big enough slices here. Let's see what that looks like. We'll go a little bit bigger than that. It doesn't have to be perfect. We're just trying to get it semi-close to where when it bakes, it will keep all the ingredients inside. Let's go with these two. So you see, I got about halfway through on the potato. We got a couple slices. We're gonna put these slices in here, okay? So it looks just like the bread, that's potato, okay? And now we're gonna wrap bacon around that. If I am doing open, it's just simply, it's without the piece of bread or with the potato, okay? Either way, so if it's open, it's gonna be open just like that. We're gonna show it more at the end what all three different look like. Maybe try out some different ways. Again, I prefer the bread, but you might prefer something different. So I encourage you to kind of try it all out and have some fun with it. Now that I have all my bottoms and the bacon wrapped around, all of these, I'm going to put it in the oven. My oven's already preheated at 400, and we're going to put them in for about 10 minutes. The bacon has been in the oven for 10 minutes. We're going to go check on it. Actually, I'll bring you along. You want to come? All right. So we got the bacon going, looking good. We'll pull those guys out, and we'll add the goods to it. Kind of show you what we got. We'll have to kind of situate the bacon, which is fine. But this is what it should look like when it comes out. Yummy. Okay. So I went ahead and I chopped off my green peppers and tomatoes, as you can see. I eat tomatoes and green peppers all the time, so I usually have some chopped up, ready to go for anything that I might have throughout the week. All right, so I'm going to move you over here. Hopefully you can see me good. Easy to work from the table. Now that we got everything situated, what I had to do, kind of bring you over closer to me, is I had to kind of realign the bacon around. Pros tip, if you're having issues, reverse the bacon, go in the opposite direction. So I'll kind of show you here. So like this one, kind of flip it the other way, and kind of put it back in. You can even try it, even then reverse again until you get it. There you go. So you see how that's a little bit better? Trying to see it right there. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put in our goods. This is my wife's. She likes cheese, so she's going to get cheese. I'm going to get a mixture of cheese and the tomatoes and green peppers. Abner, he likes everything. So everybody has a different taste. So I'm going to put the stuff in before I crack the egg. The egg will be the last thing I add into everything. So we put in all the good stuff. Okay, got a mixture of 4 different cheeses with these, with tomatoes and peppers. Looks good. Got a couple cheeses in here, also looks really good. As you see, it's kind of a mixture of kind of how much we put in each one. Really no right, no wrong. It's whatever you feel like at the time. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to crack open an egg on each one of these. You can see we got nice cracked open egg. Ideally, we want it to be sunny side up, so we want the oak to still be good. We're going to put this in the oven. Now again, our oven was already preheated to 400 degrees. Nothing changed there. It's still at 400 degrees. Now we're going to pop them in the oven. I just put them in the oven. Okay, it's at 400 degrees. We're going to put them in for 10 minutes. All right, so let's check these eggs and bacon cups. All right, so what we got here, you kind of see everything looks pretty good. Got a nice little coat over it, everything else. So yeah, let's pull them out. Let's check them out. This is what we got. Nice looking bacon egg cups. Looking good. All right, so now I'm going to show you, just to kind of give you an idea, the difference between an open base, a bread base, and a potato base. So here we go. We got 3 different types. This is the one with the potato on the bottom, right? Kind of see that pretty good. This one has the bread. Me personally, it's not a huge difference. The one without, nothing wrong with it, but it's going to be definitely harder to pick up. But getting it out of the pan is not too bad. You kind of do it the same way. You just use a fork. You see how it's already separating. So you're likely not going to pick it up. Where these other ones we can, like I could just pick this guy up like this and I can eat it. Whereas in this one, it's going to all fall apart on me. So we're not going to do that. Last thing I'm going to do is add parsley. Me personally, I like to throw it in on the end. But some people do like to bake or cook with it, so it's your call. Sometimes there's different flavors that come out of it if you do cook it or bake it. Complete your call, but I just kind of throw it on at the end. And as you can see here, it's just a nice little presentation with the green, and it has good nutrients. If you have any questions, you can contact me, Kevin, at turnstone.org, or call me at 260-483-2100.